Welcome to AnimeFan Narrations, Solo Leveling, Episode 29, Chapter 79.
When someone piqued your interest, it often led to a bit of advice.
It's risky to enter a high-level dungeon on your own, so please choose your guild wisely.
After all, your decision will create a significant ripple. Hearing the elder's sincere advice, Jinwoo flashed a brief smile.
Thank you.
Placing the business card into his wallet, Jinwoo politely bid farewell to Go Gun-hee and Woo Jinchul before leaving the building.
Whew.
With a deep sigh, Go Gun-hee sank into his chair.
Are you all right, sir?
Concerned about his health, Woo Jinchul quickly rushed over. But Go Gun-hee raised a hand, smiling.
No, I'm fine.
Yes, indeed, he was fine. It had been a long time since he had felt such joy. After relishing the moment for a while, Go Gun-hee turned to his secretary and issued a command.
Cancel all my appointments for today.
But sir, you have a meeting with the cabinet members.
Every single one of them.
He then grinned broadly.
I don't want to ruin this good mood by dealing with those old men.
Just for the rest of the day, Go Gun-hee wanted to bask in this happiness. Suddenly, he looked over at Woo Jinchul. Seeing the rare smile on the association president's face, Woo Jinchul felt equally uplifted.
Is there something you need, sir?
Well, it's nothing much, but
Pausing for a moment, Go Gun-hee stroked his chin.
how about you and I go out for a drink today?
At the unexpected suggestion, Woo Jinchul smiled awkwardly.
I'm not great with alcohol. Is that all right with you?
Huh, I didn't expect that from you.
Go Gun-hee clicked his tongue playfully.
Haven't you heard the saying, the size of your drinking glass reflects how much of the world you can take in?
I'm sorry, association president.
Feeling a bit embarrassed, Woo Jinchul scratched the back of his head.
I'm just kidding. This good mood has me making jokes.
The truth was, the person Go Gun-hee really wanted to share a drink with had already left. Go Gun-hee gazed down the hallway where Jinwoo had disappeared.
Hunter Sung Jinwoo.
He wondered how much that guy could drink. Go Gun-hee hoped they could share a glass together someday and kept smiling. Jinwoo got off the bus near his home.
I used Gina as an excuse, but
Looking at the time, he realized it would be a while before his little sister got home. He slowly made his way toward the apartment. He turned his head at the unfamiliar sound. In the distance, a streetlight was flickering on and off.
now that I think about it,
It was unusually dark around here. Living in a quiet neighborhood meant that leaving the main roads plunged you into darkness. Jinwoo recalled the recent news.
there's been a series of cold-blooded murders around here.
The victims were all women. His little sister often walked this path late at night.
We can't even move since her school is so close.
He started to worry. If he could catch the culprit, it would be different. But he couldn't just patrol the area every night out of concern. Was there something he could do? As he pondered with his arms crossed, a smile suddenly spread across Jinwoo's face.
I could leave it to someone else.
There were plenty of someone else's he could rely on in situations like this.
Come out.
At his command, the shadow soldiers materialized.
5 should be enough.
These soldiers had climbed the demon castle with Jinwoo and had grown quite strong. They looked incredibly reliable.
From now on, you'll be in charge of patrolling this area. Your shift starts now.
As soon as he finished speaking, the soldiers returned to their shadow forms. These flat shadows merged with the various buildings and objects, moving stealthily through the neighborhood.
Yes, just like that. Patrol the area without being seen by anyone.
They were charming in their own way. As long as the serial killer wasn't a high-ranking hunter, the shadow soldiers wouldn't lose. Even if one of them was taken down, Jinwoo would immediately know if something happened. He was an S-rank hunter now.
Wait, I don't have my official license yet, so I guess I'm technically just an S-rank awakened being for now.
Whatever. Whether as a hunter or an awakened being, this was a neighborhood under the protection of an S-ranker. If the world knew about his 24-hour surveillance system, how much would the property values around here skyrocket? Jinwoo chuckled to himself.
All right.
With that, his concerns were eased. He took one last glance around and then headed home.
You said you wanted to eat, so I rushed over. And you're treating me to some sliced samgyeopsal?
What, are you looking down on samgyeopsal? This is a special place where Hyungnim and I shared an unforgettable memory.
His face flushed with alcohol. Yoo Jinho flared his nostrils as he set down his shot glass.
So why did you call me to this special place?
Yoo Soo-hyun looked skeptical. She was about to go to sleep when Yoo Jinho called her.
Nuna, come cheer me up.
What happened that you're calling me Nuna?
Nuna!
His tearful voice sounded so pitiful that she decided to come out. To think that this was where he brought her. She had grown up in a wealthy chaebol family and was currently working as a famous model. She couldn't help but be shocked by Yoo Jinho's choice of venue. She had left her home in a hurry and dressed casually, but even with a hat on, she still attracted the attention of men around her.
So what is it? Spit it out. Say what you need to say.
She filled Yoo Jinho's empty glass with soju and asked,
Look at this. Hyungnim isn't answering my calls, see?
With tears in his eyes, Yoo Jin-ho held out his phone. The call history screen showed one connected call followed by 4 missed ones, and the connected call had ended abruptly.
Did you really drag me out here just because you couldn't reach someone?
Yoo Jin-ho nodded. Exasperated, Yoo Soo-hyun grabbed Yoo Jin-ho's phone from his hand.
Let me take a look.
She pressed the call button. The ringing stopped after just a few seconds. Yoo Soo-hyun glared at her cousin.
Idiot.
Yoo Jin-ho looked up.
It's disconnecting exactly after 15 seconds. He's not ignoring your calls. His phone is off. And if your first call cut off in the middle, it's probably because his battery died.
Really?
If you don't believe me, try it yourself.
As she predicted, the call ended exactly after 15 seconds.
You're right.
Yoo Jin-ho's face lit up.
You're fine now, right? I'm leaving.
The young woman stood up to go, but Yoo Jin-ho clung to her sleeve.
Nuna, at least finish the soju we have here.
Why am I suddenly Nuna when you need something?
This guy usually just called her Yoo. Eventually, Yoo Soo-hyun gave in and sat back down.
Huh? You're going to drink too?
Didn't you just say let's finish the soju we have here? It'll take forever if only you're drinking.
I knew I could count on my Nuna.
Enough of that.
Despite the earlier mood, the two began to drink in a more relaxed atmosphere.
By the way, who's this Hyungnim you keep mentioning?
You'll find out soon enough.
If he joins Yoojin Guild, that is. Yoo Jin-ho was about to explain when something on the TV caught his eye.
Huh? That guy?
Yoo Soo-hyun also turned to the TV. The news was reporting on the awakening of one of Korea's top celebrities, actor Lee Min-sung. The actor, looking a bit shy, was speaking in front of a crowd of reporters.
Well, I'm still in the middle of filming a project. I won't know anything until my rank is confirmed.
The caption below indicated that Lee Min-sung planned to visit the Hunter Association soon for the ranking tests.
Wow, as expected from Hallyu star Lee Min-sung. Look at all those reporters. There are even reporters from China.
Yoo Jin-ho was impressed. However, his cousin frowned.
Ugh, how can he lie so easily in front of all those people?
Huh?
Everyone in the industry already knows. What you're seeing on TV is just for show. He's already been ranked as an A rank, and now he's just putting on a performance to grab attention.
He's putting on a show, that humble icon Lee Min-sung?
Yoo Soo-hyun clicked her tongue in disapproval.
How can people be so clueless?
She held back from gossiping further. But in reality, those who truly knew Lee Min-sung had a very low opinion of him. He was a completely different person when the cameras weren't rolling. It was exactly the kind of person Yoo Soo-hyun despised. If he were just two-faced, she might have been able to ignore it, but he had persistently harassed and flirted with her. Even recently, she had to force herself to hang up on him as he rambled on about becoming a hunter just like her.
What a disgusting man.
He was already so arrogant before becoming an awakened being. How much worse would he be now that he was an A-rank hunter? And to top it off, he made sure the entire nation would watch as he received his A-rank results.
He's really skilled at pulling off stunts like this.
Yoo Soo-hyun shook her head and downed her glass.
Solo Leveling, Chapter 80.
And if I end up getting fired, are you going to take responsibility for that?
What? What are you talking about?
The association president has issued a strict gag order on what happened yesterday. He even warned that if the hunter's identity was leaked, he would stop at nothing to find out who did it and make sure they're severely punished.
Association President Go Gun-hee-nim said that? He's never acted like this before.
How should I know what's going on in the president's mind? If that's all, I'm hanging up now.
And I'll call you again.
With that, the call ended. Grim Reaper's Guildmaster Lim Tae-gyu set down the phone, his expression troubled.
What on earth happened?
He had heard a rumor about a super rookie emerging after 2 years and had called the association directly. He hadn't expected such a response. What if I get fired? As if any guild would be foolish enough to hire someone who got kicked out of the association by Go Gun-hee, especially since there was no guarantee they could even recruit this super rookie.
Stop at nothing to severely punish them.
If it was Go Gun-hee saying it, he could definitely make it happen.
But what in the world? Has that old man finally lost it? Why is he doing something like this?
What kind of rookie could it be for the association to go to such lengths to keep an awakened being's identity under wraps? This had never happened before. Because of that, all Grim Reaper could do was sit and wait, frustrated, until the official announcement. And the embarrassment didn't stop there.
How did Choi Jong-in and Baek Yoon-ho get the inside information?
Was this the difference in the quality of their intelligence networks? Had Grim Reaper really fallen so far among the top guilds? If this mysterious super rookie ended up joining Baekho or the Hunters Guild, it would only widen the gap further. In a situation like this, the gag order had completely cut off Grim Reaper's chances for the future.
Did that old man and I have a grudge in a past life or something?
When Baek Yoon-ho left Grim Reaper, It was that old man who helped him establish Baeko smoothly. Because of that, Grim Reaper lost its spot as the top guild in Korea. While Hunter's Guild and Baeko kept moving forward, Grim Reaper was left spinning its wheels.
Isn't it about time you gave us a hand?
A wave of resentment toward Go Gun-hee suddenly welled up inside him. But what could he do? In his frustration, Lim Taegyu could only kick at the ground.
The daily quest is complete.
Feeling at ease, Jinwoo started browsing the internet. There were 2 days left until his remeasurement. He planned to gather as much information as he could on artifacts and exchanges.
Whoa.
As he scrolled through the auction sites, Jinwoo was stunned.
The smallest bid increments are in the hundreds of millions.
And that's not all. The useful items were priced in the billions.
Makes sense.
For a hunter, equipment is like a lifeline. Better gear meant greater safety. Given how much hunters earned, it was only logical they wouldn't skimp on tools that made their hunts faster and safer. It was perfectly understandable. Still, he couldn't help but be taken aback. Seeing the artifact prices made him a bit anxious.
My current funds aren't going to cut it.
There weren't any flame-resistant artifacts up for auction, but the other high-end armors were far beyond what he had earned so far.
Thanks for watching Solo Leveling on AnimeFan Narrations. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.